All right, we're on the phone with Ned Klein from the Kiwanis Club. Ned, it is time to talk about the December Most Improved Students. Before we do that, though, it's been a few weeks that we've talked about this. Give me a quick overview as to what the program is, and then let's talk about those kids.
Okay, I'd be happy to do that, Anthony. It's a program that Kiwanis has been in partnership with the 3 middle schools for, probably 10 or 15 years. And it's called the Most Improved Student of the Year. And what it is, students, 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade in each of the 3 middle schools is chosen by their school faculty per their grade level. 6th grade teachers select the 6th grade student, etc. And the criteria for each school's selection, it's not just based on academic grades, Anthony. That's the cool part. It's also based on attitude, behavior, work ethic, character, school involvement, attendance, and academic grades, improving your academic grades. So what happens is September is the first month, and then it goes on through May. And that's a total of 8 months, actually, through March. April. April. That's 8 months. And so that means 8 students in each grade level are chosen. And from that list, at the month of May, the end of the year, the teachers then have to choose from those 8 students who is the most improved student of the year. And that student then gets a plaque with their name on it. So it's quite an honor, monthly and or at the end of the year, as far as being chosen by your teachers. And this month, in the month of December, you've heard me say this a couple times in the past this year, but here we have another exception, really, and that is a student who we call a repeater.
Awesome.
And a student who was chosen by another grade level, and I'll let you know who that is when we go through the list. But that's the gist of the Most Improved Student of the Month. Kiwanis really has no horse in the race. We don't pick the kids. We just go in and we give them a certificate, and we give them a pen that says Student of the Month. We give them a bumper sticker which says Kiwanis Student of the Month, and then we give them an envelope. And there are 4 corporate sponsors that help support the program. One of them being the Bluestone Jewelry Store, and they give a $20 gift certificate for anything in the store. Papa John's Pizza gives a free pizza. Calici's will give a anything on the menu card that the kids can use. And lastly is another pizza place in the mall called Pizza 9, and they have a miniature golf place inside the mall. So kids get a free game of miniature golf. So that's really what we do. And the kids, it's funny, the reaction kids. Anthony, I laugh at this, and you and I have talked about it, but if you and I had been called up, we probably would have been shocked.
Absolutely.
I know I would have, and I suspect you would be too. These are kids that they're not necessarily the A or B student. They're not your high, not necessarily high honor roll. They're kids who are improving. So that's really cool, and some of them are just so very excited about it, and some are just like they don't know what to say. I mean, they're shocked. But they certainly do earn it, and the teachers recognize that.
I think it's just wonderful.
Let me tell you who the kids are.
Let's talk about the kids. Okay, what school are we going to do first?
Well, we'll do Holloman Middle School.
Okay.
And we had 3 kids. 6th grader was Chloe Olivier. The 7th grader was Joshua Salazar. and the 8th grader was Kyra Berich. Now, Joshua Salazar, the 7th grade, it was really funny. Because what the principal does is she takes me into the classrooms, and we call the kids out inside the classroom. And this kid was so excited, so happy. It was fun. It was fun
I
to
love
watch.
hearing about that, because it's so nice that kids that are working hard, they may not be honor society material yet, but they're working on improving. And I'm looking at this picture you sent me of Joshua Salazar, and he looks like he's up to something. Actually, he looks like
he's a character. He really is. I mean, it was funny. Yeah, it was really fun. Yeah, you could tell. He and the principal. Her story was, he's come a long way. He's come a long way.
I love it.
I had kids like that. So, he was very excited. Now, Chaparral Middle School, here's where our repeater was. The 6th grader was Damian Flores. The 7th grader was Anakin Burton, two boys. And then the 3rd one was a young lady who was sick that day. She was not available, and she was our repeater, and her name is Nodia Wright. And she was chosen by her 6th grade group of teachers 2 years ago in November. So she's the repeater this time. And in Mountain View Middle School, the 3 students, and one of them was sick also and absent. The 6th grader was Trinity Gutierrez. The 7th grader was Zioli Richardson, and she was absent. We were not able to present to her. And then the 8th grader was Harley Hood. So 2 of the girls, actually, they were all 3 girls at Mountain View Middle School. But those are the 9 kids for the month of December. And, of course, at the end of January, we'll come back and get 9 more kids, and I'll be talking to you in February.
Looking forward to that, my friend. Ned, keep up the good work. Keep recognizing these kids, because I think this is one of the most wonderful programs I've ever heard of. And, we're behind you 100%, because I need to be recognized, and I absolutely love this program.
Well, Anthony, let me just give you a forewarning here. Kiwanis has another program for our 3 faith-based schools, and it's called BUG, B-U-G. And I'll be sending you information as soon as we meet with them. And BUG stands for Bringing Up Grades. And this is a program that for elementary kids that have brought up their grades from the first 9 weeks to the second 9 weeks. And then we meet with them in January. And then the next time we meet with them is in March, when they bring up their grades from the third 9 weeks compared to the second 9 weeks. And then again in May, when we compare their grades from the fourth 9 weeks to the third 9 weeks. And the cool part about this is they only really need to bring up their grades in one subject area, okay? But they cannot have any grades that go down. So it's kind of interesting. They may have, and I learned about it later, we may have a kid that brings up 2 or 3 grades, but he has one grade that went down, and they don't qualify because the program is for bringing up grades. It's another recognition program that we have with Kiwanis.
Well, I look forward to seeing that one launch. When is that one going to kick off?
Well, I will be visiting with my first school, Imago Dei Academy, on Friday, and then next week I'll be visiting with Emmanuel Christian Academy and St. Francis Cabrini School. So that'll be next week. So I'll have pictures and I'll have names, and I'll be sending them out to both you and Chris Edwards.
All right. I look forward to that. Ned Klein with the Kiwanis Club. Ned, thank you so much for everything you do for these kids.
Well, thank you, Anthony.